Hey, what's up guys, how's it going on? Thank you so much for clicking the video. I am Ayrus and welcome back to more Clash Royale fun, and today we have another deck, and if you can see, these are all the cards it actually takes to make up this deck itself. So if you don't have the troops, I'll be just showing you what you actually can do for the replacements. For the Baby Dragon and the Musketeer, you can probably take in the P.E.K.K.A. That'll be a pretty great alternative, but then you at least need any one of these troops. That'll be really great. And if you don't have the Valkyrie, you can take in Visit, or if you don't like the Valkyrie, you can take in the Wizard. That'll be really awesome as well. When it comes to the skeleton army, I would say the spare goblins will be pretty nice as well. But for the fire dragon, the arrows or the rocket, but then the rocket will do a lot more when it comes to the average elixir cost, so stick up with the arrows itself. But apart from that, the prince, the witch, and the balloon are the pretty straightforward troops. You can't just actually replace them. They're the main troops of this deck itself. So let me just go ahead and show you some replays and the strategy itself. Okay, up first we are matched up with Palambokomashi. I can actually say that name, but as you can see here, we are going to use the same strategy. Now, the strategy is pretty simple. If you have balloons up at your first shot, you can probably put in a Musketeer and then put in a balloon. That'll do pretty great as well, but this is not very effective. The more effective strategy is using the Witch, the Prince, and the Baby Dragon, also the Valkyrie. All these four troops all together will definitely get you the first star without any problems, no matter what the distraction job is, because we have two troops for the area blasting and two troops for the point defense. I mean point single targeted troops. So that's a really great strategy. But then if you don't get the Witch and the other troops up in the first deck review, I mean the very first time you actually start up the raid, then probably go with the Musketeer or the balloons, or the Baby Dragon and the balloons. That'll be pretty great as well. So put in the Witch, and now comes the main strategy. So the Witch should be in a position to take down all these area splash troops. So now we're not going to drop in the Prince, because we know the skeletons are really going to be a big distraction. Now that the opponent actually dropped in the skeletons, which is our big threat for our little Prince, we are actually going to drop in the Prince, because he is going to go through and take it down. Now if you can see, the first tower is going to go down within no time, and that's how effective this strategy is. Now what you all need to do is tack up the all other elixir stuff and make sure you drop in all the other elixir troops like the Musketeer and all the troops, and just drop them and make sure that you're taking down the old base itself. So that's pretty much it. We made a 3-star. That guy is really angry at us that we got the 3-star. There we go. Okay, we have Dexter Velas up at next. So the strategy again is pretty same, but then now we don't have the witches up from behind, so we can probably start up from the Baby Dragon or from the Prince itself, but then we don't have the witches, so we're gonna start off with the balloon and the Baby Dragon. I would say drop in the Baby Dragon up first and then the balloon. In that way, again, the balloon will make it to the top, and then probably drop in at least the bomb, and at least you can make some damage out of the balloon itself. So again, the Musketeer is being dropped. The minions are doing some very bad damage to our tower. The Wizard almost took down, Wizard and the minions almost took down 1,000 of the hit points. That's really bad. But then I drop in the Prince and just see how unlucky I am. This guy has skeleton army, and this is the one real strategy that won't work against skeleton army. So you want to make sure that you put in a Valkyrie up at first, and then maybe put in a Prince, and that way again the Valkyrie will be taking down all these area splash troops, I mean like the skeletons, and then the Prince will take on from there on. So again, I'm going to drop in my Witch. As you can see here, the Witch is going to come in. He's going to drop in his Giant. Now I'm going to stack up with the elixir, and probably as he puts his barrel, I'm going to put in my Baby Dragon. If he wouldn't have put in a barrel, I would have put in that firebomb, and that way again the Witch would have done very great, and the Giant would have been down by now. Again, if you don't have the fireball, you can put in a skeleton army. That's the really best strategy. I mean, really best counter for the Giant itself. He'll probably go down within no time. But then just see the amount of damage we actually done in here. And this is a misplaced placement of my troops. The misplaced Prince is coming in, and definitely the Prince will go down. So again, we're going to drop in the Valkyrie near the Wizard. Make sure that the Wizard is going to go down, and the Valkyrie is much better than the Wizard, if you didn't know. So the Valkyrie will do maybe one swipe and probably take down that tower itself. Yes, she does. That's really nice. And now the Inferno is being dropped maybe a second later, but then that really doesn't matter. So our elixir bar was full, so I drop in a Witch. I'm gonna do the other strategy, not the balloon strategy. I'm gonna drop in the Musketeer. I'm gonna drop in the Skeleton Army to distract other troops, and the Inferno to take down the Inferno. I'm gonna drop in my Prince, and I'm gonna drop it right over there because that guy can drop the troops all at that same place. So that's the reason why I'm dropping in all my other troops over there. So I'm gonna drop in my Baby Dragon, pretty much drop in all the troops you have at this point. Make sure that you're leading through. I'm gonna drop in my Musketeer as well. The barrel will be going down again. The hit points is almost down around 400, and at this point, even though I put in a fireball, you'll probably 3-star it itself. So again, we got a 3-star victory. Okay, I have another replay. This is going to be a very odd one. It's a really good attack from the Hund, and he is coming up with the Knight at first, so that's a really good strategy that he actually brought up. It was really hard for me, but then we definitely won. So I drop in the Musketeer up at first, and then I'm going to drop in my Witch, and then probably I'll drop in my Prince as well once I drop in my Valkyrie. So that's just pretty simple strategy, guys. If you have the Witch up at first in handy, then probably put in all the other troops, and then lastly put in the Prince, and make sure that there's no distraction like the Skeleton Army. That would be a really big trouble for you. So again, I'm going to drop in my Prince, and this guy is ready with his Witch. So again, it's going to be a bit of fight here. Again, he's putting in some distraction, and that is what you don't want, because the Prince is not good against this. He'll definitely go down within no time. So again, I'm going to drop in my Baby Dragon up in here and make sure that I clear down the Witch itself. And this guy has his Baby Dragon as well. So again, it's going to be a fight against 2 Baby Dragons. And of course, his Baby Dragon will win because his tower is actually attacking on me. So again, the Musketeer will be taking down the Baby Dragon and this Ice Golem, or whatever that is, Ice Minion. I don't know what that minion is, but then, oh my goodness, he used the Zap to make sure that all the distraction is out. He drops in his Knight as well. And this right here, the Knight is a pretty great troop. He's a really good tanking troop right over there. He has some pretty good hit points as well. So again, the Witch. Now we have the Prince and the Valkyrie. So I'm going to drop in my Valkyrie and make sure that there's no distraction troops like the Skeleton Army, and the Valkyrie will definitely do a great job against most of those troops. So again, the Witch against the Witch, and I think that Witch will win, maybe with just a little bit of hit points. So again, we just need a bit of a first move on this and make sure that after that we can just probably defend through. So we're gonna drop in the balloon and the Baby Dragon, and this is a time where we actually can see that the Baby Dragon actually helped us maneuver this and make sure that the balloon goes through the tower and make sure he does some great damage. So you can see 2 shots on that first tower itself, and it did so much damage that around 500 hit points is still remaining. That's a really big start, and that's what you exactly want from very tough opponents who don't actually give you a chance to take over. So again, I'm going to drop in my Witch, make sure that there are skeletons spawning in, make sure that there is distraction. Again, I'm going to drop in my Prince, and again, he's dropping in his Witch. So again, it's going to be a very tough fight. The Prince will be going down. So the Baby Dragon is being dropped, and we just need 500 of the hit points to go down. So we can probably do this with just the fireballs itself, but then we're just going to wait, make sure that we are going through. Again, the balloons will be dropped right away, and the Ice Golem, or the big minion, I don't know what that is called by now, but the balloon should be probably going through. So again, another 300 more hit points, so the balloon should be doing some damage. 194, another fireball will probably do it. So we're just going to dump all our troops, make sure we're using the right troops to actually defend through this, because we don't want the Knight or any air troop to win through this. So you want to make sure that the troop actually attacks both air and ground. So don't drop in Valkyries all the moment, because any air troop will probably go through that itself. So again, we're going to drop in the fireball, and just see now, we just need 4 more of the hit points from that tower itself. I probably put in well played, but that's not it. We just need so much more to do. So again, I'm going to drop in all my troops and then end it up with a fireball, because that's the only thing you can probably do, because this guy is pretty good at defending as well. We are pretty great as well. We're doing a pretty great job. So again, stack up with the elixir, put up the fireball, and we did pretty great. So again, we won this, no doubt at that. So he says good game. Well, it was. So There we go, again a 3-star, I mean 1-star. Well, there, as you can see, you guys, that's how this deck actually works. Make sure you use this strategy the right way. As I said, I probably came up to 2,098 trophies with the strategy itself. It's really wonderful. Make sure you give this a try. Hopefully you enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoy. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. I provide Clash of Clans and Clash Royale content every single day. Make sure you click on the bell notification icon to get notified when I put in new Clash of Clans content. Thank you so much, Clash of Clans and Clash Royale content. Thank you so much. I am Ayrus, and I'll be seeing you the next time. Until then, goodbye.